Today I'm going to show you how to get your open hi-hat from this to this. Let's get straight into it. So, first of all, I have a dry 909 open hat right here. And as you can see, I put a fade out on each single one, so I have it a bit snappy and shorter. Now, first thing I did right here, I added some saturation, and the reason why I'm doing this straight away is, if you look at my volume right here, you can see the peak is minus 13 dB. But as soon as I add the saturation, it's at minus 18.8 if you look right here, but it sounds way louder. Now, if you want me to go and make a tutorial straight about that saturation trick I'm doing right here, let me know in the comments. Now, one thing, I have the analog clip selected, soft clip, 13 dB drive, and adjusted the output a little bit, and I get this sound. Nice and full. Next thing I did, I added an overdrive, drive on 60, tone 30, no dynamics, and I put it to 9% dry wet. And that's literally everything I'm doing with overdrive saturation. Now, next thing, I have an SSL channel strip right here. I mean, usually I would do that on an analog mixer with the EQs and maybe on my analog compressors, but I'm gonna stay in the box right here for this tutorial. All I did right here was a bit of compression, 4:1 ratio, fast release, and a bit of threshold. You can see it's just a little bit I'm doing right here. Now, next thing I did, EQ. Added around 9K, around 2.5 dB. At 2.5K, added around 1.5 dB. And at 560 Hz, added around 1.5 dB again. And I took out a bit of low end, around 80-ish Hz. And it's gonna sound like this. Before, after. Really nice. And I have a Pro Q4 at the end. All I did is take out some low end. Before. After. It's really important you don't take out too much low end, otherwise it's gonna sound, yeah, pretty shitty. Now, next thing, what you can do, I mean, you can leave it as it is already, listen to it. Now, if you wanna make it sound a bit more wet and give it a bit more width, like a little bit more width, set up a return track, like I have right here, and I mixed it into about minus 17-ish dB. And all I did right here was put a Valhalla vintage verb. If you want, you can pause the video and copy my settings and let me show you what I did. Usually you're gonna have a return track and you have the mix at 100% wet, obviously. But what I did right here, I have an automation that goes from 100% to 0 every time the new open hat starts. I'm doing this because I don't want to muddy up my return track or my whole mix, and this is what I'm getting out of it. If I wouldn't do that, let me show you how it would sound. Wait, let me put it at 100%. It would sound something like this. But this way it sounds way cleaner. It looks kind of funny, but it's a good way of keeping your mix clean. And that's literally everything to get an open hat like this.